Hi friends, welcome back. I'm Ashley Morris, the owner and lead tutor at amtutors.com. And in this video, we're going to be talking about combining like terms. Like terms are the same variable and exponent. The number out front can change, the coefficient, that's the number out front, but we've got to have the same variable and same exponent. So you can't add like an x and a y, like it's just x plus y. But you can add a 4 and a 9. Those are just coefficients. They have the same variable, no variable, and exponent. 3x and negative 6x, those are like terms because they both have just an x. Again, the number's not what makes them like terms, it's the variables. 3xy and 9xy, they both have an x, they both have a y. We're good, those are like terms. Z squared and 5z squared, same thing. The number out front, it might be different. This one has an invisible 1 that you can write in there if you need, and the other one has a 5. Totally fine. The z squared is what we're looking at, same variable and exponent. So when we are combining these, we are going to add and subtract, whichever one we need, the coefficient, and then we're leaving the variables and the exponent alone. We do not change that part. We only change the number out front. So let's look at this one. I'm zoom in a little bit. I like using colors for this. If you don't have a lot of colors, you can just use different shapes. So when you're doing this, make sure you get the sign that's in front of the number 2. That's really important. So we've got this 3x plus this 6x. Those are both x's, so we can put those together. Positive 3 plus 6 gives me 9x. Now I'm going to change colors. If you don't have another color, you can just do like a triangle or a circle. So positive 4x minus 2. That's going to give me plus 2. And we're done. We cannot put that 9x and that 2 together because the 9 has an x, the 2 does not. They are not like terms. Okay, but what if they're not right next to each other? We're actually going to use something called the commutative property that lets you rearrange, but you don't actually have to show the rearranging. You can just kind of pick what you need. So we're going to do a circle around this 4 plus 3, and that's going to give me 7. Positive 4 plus 3. And then we're going to get this negative 2 plus 6. They both have x's, so negative 2 plus 6 is positive 4, and then don't forget your x. Now, you could use it this way or that commutative property that lets you change the order, CO, commutative, CO, change order. We can change the order to 4x. It's got to be a positive, and that 7 also has to have a positive in front of it because there's an invisible positive right there. So either way you write it, it's fine. Now 3. We've got some x's, we've got some y's, we've got some constants, meaning a number without a variable. Put everything that is alike together. So negative 6x plus 3x is negative 3x. Again, I like different colors, but you can use whatever you've got. Plus 4y minus 6y gives me negative 2y. Common mistake here is that people forget to put the variable back in. Be careful with that. Another one is right here. They would have forgotten that minus 6. They would have done 4 plus 6. So if the line doesn't highlight that minus enough, put a box around it. And then one more color. Let's do green. Here's another common error. What shape should I use? Let's do a triangle. Minus 1 minus 4 gives me minus 3. So be careful with those negatives. Make sure they're like in your shape or they're really obvious to you. Because the sign in front of the number sticks with that number when you're doing these. Alrighty, one more. If you're feeling good, go ahead and pause and do both of these on your own. But I'm going to do one more before I set you loose on your own. 2x minus 1 plus x minus 6. Okay, so we've got these x's right here. Here's a 2x and here's a plus x. Now that x does not have a number in front of it. It's an invisible 1. A lot of people, when they're learning this, like to go write that 1 in there. Please do that if it helps you. 2x plus 1x gives me 3x. And then minus 1 minus 6 gives me negative 7, minus 7. Alrighty, I want you to pause and try these on your own. And then I've got like an extra one at the bottom that's a little fancy. Alrighty, so we are simplifying, we are combining like terms. So we're going to do 7x plus 9x gives you 16x. And then -3 minus 1 gives me -4. Next, I'm going to do the x's first. It doesn't really matter, but most people like all the variables to come in the front. It's just kind of like a math convention. -2x plus 5x gives me 3x. Different color. 3 plus 9. There's no x on that. 3 plus 9 gives me plus 12, positive 12. Now this extra one is fun. Remember how we said like terms have to have the same variable and exponent. So here we've got some x's and some x squareds. Only the x's go together. Only the x squareds go together. So this one and this one, 3x minus 9x gives me -6x. And then different color. Positive 6x squared minus 2x squared gives me a positive 4x squared. That's a fine order, but we don't, it's not wrong, but we typically put the biggest exponents in the front. So we're going to put that 4x squared in the front. It's a positive minus 6x because the 6 is a negative. That negative has to stay in front of the 6. And that's it. Either one of those answers is fine. It's just typically we write the x squared stuff first before we write the x's, and then we would write the constants if there were any. But it doesn't really matter. I hope that was helpful. If you need any more help, please reach out to us, amtutors.com. We have one-on-one virtual math tutoring sessions for middle school and high school math students. We also have a teacher pay teacher store. I'll put the link in the description on YouTube to a video with practice problems for this. Make sure you like, subscribe, follow, ring the bell, all those fun things depending on where you're watching this so you get notified when we have new videos. And I hope that was helpful. Have a great day. Bye.